Hi folks, this is chapter 4 part 2. Let me continue on where we left off here. If you have the 6th edition book that I have, if you go to appendix C where it says character set, I have page 1519, page 1519. Let me show you how to read this table. So for example, in this case, I'll see if I can hold this up to the screen here, you can see what I'm talking about. So if you look at R, okay, in this case, uppercase R, the way how you find your uppercase R with this. So here's uppercase R. What I would like for you to look at is to read expressions such as 4 less than 6. That's true. R is values what? So if you look at, for example, you would actually read the row first, which is 88 is the row, column is 2. And value of uppercase R is 82. 82 is greater than, if you look at uppercase T, is 84. Okay, so you look at this, what is the evaluation for this thing? So you're going to see how you can actually read this across. So if I looked at, for example, uppercase A, its row is 65, 6 is the row, and 5 is the column. You see that? If I look at value uppercase R, the row is 8 and the column's 2. So that's how you read the ASCII table from this thing. That's how you compare characters from this thing and to see if it evaluates to true or false with it. So you come down here and you look at the evaluation for string operators and can be applied to the strings with it. And you start with the first character and you compare it, okay, until you find a mismatch is found, until all the characters are equal to. If two of the strings are different in length and the comparison is equal to the last character of the shorter string is less than the larger string. So if you're comparing things, and we're going to look at here. So if you look at hello, so you compare all this. Here's H, okay. So hi is the one that's shorter, so it's a smaller string with it, versus this, even though when you have E, lowercase e in this, is if you look at the table, lowercase e is 10, row is 10, and the column's 1, so it's 101, okay, versus I, lowercase I in this case. If I look at lowercase I in this table, row is 10, and the column's 5. So already, I need to stop between the hello and the H with this thing. I'm going to do some examples, problems, and exercise with you to demonstrate this. Okay, so looking at some of these strings, you're going to see how this is compared. Here we go. So string 1 is less than string 2. This is what this is saying. String 1 is less than string 2. Why? Because of the E and the I. Okay, so this is a true evaluation with it because the first character of the H, both are the same, but the second character, E, in this case, and the I, that's what makes it as a true statement with it. So on with string 1, which is compares greater than hen, and you can see you can compare the value of this based off of our appendix C character set with this. Okay, so let me pause right here for this. Okay. Let me do another few more minutes with this thing. So that's how you compare strings with this, with what's called relational operators with this. Now, you look at when something is equal to it, what are you saying? You're saying that the hello string, this is equal to string number 1. Okay, so the first character that you're going to actually want to compare is hello. What's string 1? String 1 is uppercase hello. And you come down here, this is the lowercase hello with this thing. So you notice that the uppercase and the lowercase are different. 72 is not equal to 104. Okay, just to clarify that. So that is an evaluation of false with it. Please go through here and walk through all these comparisons, looking up your ASCII table. Refer to the table page 1519 is the page number. And what I would like, you don't need to memorize that table. If there was a question on the exam, I will provide the table for you. Alright, so there's nothing to worry about to memorize a table at all. It's a reference table that we use as an ASCII table with a character set with it. We come down here. Let me talk to you about the logical operator. This is very, very important. The logical operator plays a key thing, and let me explain. This is table 4-2. The explanation is the not symbol. The ampersand is the and the or is the what's called in Unix, we call it the pipe, which is the vertical line. If you look at your keyboard, my keyboard, it's the, well, actually this is my wife's keyboard. I don't know where the symbol is. On my keyboard, it's actually left of my, but it's this vertical line right here. It's called pipe. So that's all right. We'll look at it in another keyboard with it, because I have this different keyboard from everybody else with it. So take a look at this thing. If you evaluate something as a not, the outcome is going to be a true. The outcome is a false. It's just opposite of what you are basically evaluating with it. And that's how you want to actually approach this. Read through the ands and the ors with this thing. And this is very important when you look at the and. Yeah, look at this thing. Because I'm going to address what's called, let me take a second here and see.